It's come. It's come. Damn it, it's come. iJust 21700. Patrick! He's come, mate. He's come. He's fucking come, son.
We fucking got it. No way. Alright, what is going on, guys? We are back again, Tricky and Reece. Today we're going to go through the iJust 21700, which is the first iJust with an external battery.
So what made you want to get into this profession then?
Fuck off!
Oh god, the casting couch 101. You know what I mean. So it's 21700. It's always handy when you can take it out, charge it, put it back in.
Yeah, it eliminates the issue of people, like with the stick ones, they have multiple sticks that they charge and carry around, whereas now obviously you're still carrying around batteries, but it's easier to just swap them out.
And also, a little hidden secret on this baby is the coil inside. It's got a weird new sort of technology where there's like a spiral down the centre of the coil, which is meant to help reduce leakage. I mean, does it?
It does. I have had no leakage in the few days I've been using it.
It does restrict the airflow though.
Yeah, the airflow does feel a lot more restricted, which is good for some people. I myself prefer quite wide open.
All right. Okay. We're going to go down to the up close.
Up close and personal. Get to know each other a little bit more. Let you know what we think. All right, we'll see you down there. Right, guys, up close, as we said. We're going to have a quick look around the old cheeky little box there. You will see it's got 2mm sat on the top on the sticker, but obviously it depicts a slightly bigger glass than that, which you're not going to get in the UK. And you've got obviously everything included in there. It does list it as a 5.5mm on the back of the box. Obviously it is not. It is only 2mm because we're in sunny old England. And then you've got everything else, output 80 watts. It will output obviously what your coil needs, not just the 80 watts on everything. Pop that out of the box. You're greeted with this. This is how it will come. Obviously, our tank's all filled up and ready to go, but you can see on the tank you've got the 810 drip tip. O-rings are on the drip tip on this one, rather than on the top cap. And filling it up wise, you are going to find a little arrow and fill it up in there. No issues with that. Any bottle I've had so far has fit in there. As we mentioned, you can see that pin on the coil down in there. I've got another coil there, which I'll show you anyway. Airflow is triple, stops in one direction, stops in the other. Anything you do there is going to repeat all the way around. And you've got your standard 510 connection, should you decide to pop it on anything else. Looking at the battery, we've got, it comes pre-installed with the 21700, however it has a safety sticker on it. Obviously we've taken it off. See down in there, it's got your plus for your orientation. Put your battery in and you've got your minus there. That presses down there, so you have to press it a little bit to get it in. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Right, there we go. And obviously your power button. 5 clicks, that will turn it on and off. You do get a little green light, but it is very faint. You would have seen it slightly on the corner there. And there's your 510 and your micro USB charger. You've got on there very faintly iJust 21700, and then the rest of it's got Eleaf and just some line work. And then we go in there. User manuals, don't need them. You've got their spare washers, little gasket, they call them. And then we've got charger lead. Quite a nice little charger lead. Obviously at the shop we charge external anyway, but it's a micro USB and your USB connection. Alright, there we have, that's your 18650 battery adapter, if you choose to not use 21700s. Coil, this one's used, it's been absolutely mashed, but you can really have a look at that pin there and see what we're on about. So with the pin that stops the leaking, sort of pushes the juice back round, but yeah, it does restrict the airflow ever so slightly. And when you flip it around, you will see all the info on the coil. 40 to 80 watts or 90 watts. This is the glass that you will get pre-installed on the unit. The only issue I found with that is you can't really see your juice level, so I swapped it out for the clear one. And then there is nothing else in there. We'll see you back up the top.
Bye! Wagwan. We are back. We are back. Right, okay, so as you saw up in the up and closey stuff, it's got a unique coil to it, which is good, which is great for sort of the practicality of it. Not so much for the vape, for the vape delivery. I mean, it doesn't hinder it too much, but I mean, there's a noticeable difference and restriction. And I mean, if you're used to vaping on like 3 coils or quad coils, like in a tank, then you should be fine with it. You won't notice a difference. But if you're more like me or Patrick, where you prefer the hollow coils or the mesh coils, which have like a lot of airflow, then you might not enjoy this so much. However, it's time for the drum roll, please. Is it lit or is it shit? And I will tell you in 1 second. It's definitely not shit. I think I would say that is pretty
Lit. So, obviously using a mesh coil is really good for flavour and longevity of the coil. As we've said, the only thing that annoys both of us, but it would maybe not annoy you, is that pin in the middle, which works really well anti-leakage. Just does restrict the airflow a little.
I mean, it's not terrible. I'm gonna give it a dwindling fire. That's what I'm gonna give it. Not quite a lit, not quite a shit, but quite just midway. I'd say as far as battery life goes, it's going to be way better than a built-in battery. Like I never really have a problem with leaking. I mean, I understand that there's liquid in a tank, so there's a good chance it might leak. And when I have a bit of leakage, you just give it the old mop up. And that's it. So I mean, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'll give it a dwindling fire.
I'd recommend. The only other point we need to cover is price.
Yep.
Now, it's not actually released. You can find it online, but only on the American website for Eleaf. To pre-order at $54, which is going to be around about 40 to 45 English.
$54 without the battery, $64.40 with the battery. I'm guessing, which is what it says.
Yeah. I know the sample that we were sent did include the battery in it. Most of our devices that have batteries do include the batteries, so you should get it with a battery. The only other con that I would like to point out is the battery light indicator on the button is very, very light, so when you're out in the daytime you're not going to see it too well, but at the end of the day, still pretty much fire.
Is it fire?
It's fire.
Alright, okay. Alright, well, ooh, I was about to sneeze then. Right, okay, we will see you in the next video of is it lit or is it shit? Bye.